Flower beds are one of the most impactful and visually striking ways to arrange flowers. Widely used in urban gardens. Let's watch a video showing the construction process of the peacock display flower bed. This flower bed is located at the entrance plaza of Shanghai Dongping National Forest Park. The design uses a green base, with blue, yellow, pink, and purple flowers forming a peacock display pattern to express the theme. Designing flower beds based on the theme and location is a fundamental skill that landscape designers should master.
Teacher, what exactly is a flower bed?
Definition of a flower bed. A flower bed is a planting area with a defined geometric shape, where various ornamental plants, primarily annual flowers, are arranged to create patterns, three-dimensional shapes, or vibrant color displays by using the collective impact of plants. For example, this flower bed at Tiananmen Square celebrating National Day uses red and yellow flowers to form a heart-shaped pattern, combined with a basket arrangement, to express good wishes for the country and enhance the festive atmosphere. From the image, can you summarize the characteristics of a flower bed?
I can see the patterns and colors of the flower bed, but I can't tell what plants are used.
The plants are arranged very neatly, forming clear geometric patterns.
The flower bed emphasizes overall beauty rather than the beauty of individual plants. Characteristics of flower beds. The main characteristics of flower beds are: they usually have a geometric shape. They highlight the beauty of patterns and designs created by the flowers, or the vibrant colors. Seasonal flowers are the primary materials used.
Teacher, what types of flower beds are there?
Types of flower beds. Flower beds can be categorized based on different criteria, with the most common classification method being based on the theme they express. According to this method, flower beds can be divided into 6 types: mass flower beds, carpet flower beds, decorative flower beds, captioned flower beds, three-dimensional flower beds, and mixed flower beds. Mass flower beds. These are primarily composed of flowering herbaceous plants, showcasing the collective beauty of blooms or creating vibrant pattern landscapes. Mass flower beds are the most common type, and are used to enhance the environment through pattern design and color coordination, based on the proportion of the long and short axes of the bed. Mass flower beds can be further divided into Cluster flower beds. The ratio of the length of the long axis to the short axis is between 1:1 and 1:3. The bed is called a cluster flower bed. These are typically used as focal points, placed at park entrances, central squares, or intersections. Belt flower beds. The short axis is greater than 1 meter, and the ratio of the long axis to the short axis exceeds 3:4. The bed is called a belt flower bed, or simply a flower belt. These are often used as focal points along streets, or the central avenues of parks. Flower edging. The width of the bed does not exceed 1 meter, and the ratio of the long axis to the short axis is at least 4:1. It is considered flower edging. These are typically used as decorative borders for lawns, pathways, or squares. Carpet flower beds. These beds primarily use low-growing ornamental foliage plants, or plants that are attractive for both their flowers and leaves, creating intricate patterns or decorative designs. Based on the internal patterns and landscape effects, carpet flower beds can be categorized into felted flower beds. These beds use low-growing foliage plants, or plants with both beautiful flowers and leaves, to form intricate, elaborate decorative patterns. The entire bed resembles a luxurious carpet. Ribbon flower beds. Plants are arranged according to specific patterns, to simulate the appearance of a ribbon tied into a bow. The pattern lines are of equal thickness, with spaces between the stripes filled with grass or colored sand, or planted with seasonal flowers of the same color and height. Captioned flower beds. These beds use flowering or ornamental foliage plants to create designs with clear thematic elements, such as text or symbolic patterns. They are typically set on sloped or vertical surfaces for better visibility, and are often expressed in the form of carpet flower beds. Decorative flower beds. These beds are designed with a practical purpose in mind, using flowering or foliage plants. Examples include clock or sundial flower beds. Decorative flower beds are usually set on sloped surfaces to enhance visibility. Three-dimensional flower beds. These flower beds involve dense planting of foliage plants on a structured frame to create three-dimensional floral decorations. Common shapes include baskets, buildings, animals, or figures. Mixed flower beds. These beds combine different types of flower beds, and may also incorporate water features, sculptures, or other elements, to create a comprehensive garden landscape.
Wow, there are so many types of flower beds.
To help remember the different types, you can use a mind map to categorize them. When you see flower beds in parks, you can identify the type based on what you've learned.
Teacher, how do we choose the plants for flower beds?
The patterns and colors of flower beds are expressed through the colors of flowers and leaves. Let's take mass flower beds and carpet flower beds as examples, to explain how to select plants for flower beds. Choosing plants for flower beds. Main plant materials for mass flower beds. Mass flower beds are generally composed of flowering herbaceous plants, mainly annuals or biennials, and bulbous plants. Perennial flowering plants, with abundant blooms and some ornamental foliage plants, can also be used. Specific requirements. A. The plants should be uniform in height, with dense and tidy clumps. B. The plants should bloom prolifically and uniformly, with bright and vibrant flower colors. When in full bloom, the flowers should ideally cover the foliage entirely, so that only the flowers are visible. C. The plants should have a consistent flowering period that lasts a long time. Spring flower beds commonly uses plants include petunias, calendula, snapdragons, pansies, blue sage, and viola. Autumn flower beds commonly uses plants include scarlet sage, marigolds, wax begonias, coxcomb, zinnias, and Michaelmas daisies. It's important to regularly gather knowledge about commonly used plants in flower beds. becoming familiar with their growth habits and ornamental characteristics. This knowledge lays the foundation for effective flower bed design. Main plant materials for carpet flower beds. Carpet flower beds primarily use foliage plants, along with some plants that are both ornamental for their flowers and leaves. Specific requirements. A. Plants should be low-growing, ideally 5 to 10 centimeters in height. B. They should grow slowly, with perennials being preferable, though annual and biennial herbaceous plants can also be used. C. Plants should have small, dense leaves, form tight clumps, be highly prolific, and tolerate pruning well. Common plants for carpet flower beds include alternanthera, sweet alyssum, ageratum, coluse, golden stonecrop, wax begonia, silver ragwort, and red sedum. In this lesson, we explored flower beds through 4 aspects: definition, characteristics, types, and plant selection. For homework, investigate the types of plants commonly used in flower beds during different seasons. Consider how floral pattern designs can be used to express the theme of a flower bed. That concludes today's lesson. Thank you for listening.